people of Southport, I've got a little question for you. We are local Christians from different churches, and because we've got good news, we come onto the streets of Southport. But I've got a question for you. What would you put on your bucket list? Have you got a bucket list? Do you know what it is? What would you put on a bucket list? So a bucket list, isn't it? Things to do before you die. So you can go, wow, I've achieved a great life. I've got peace. Here's some possible opportunities. I don't know if you've ever done them. Gone on a cruise. Anyone been on a cruise going past? I've not. I get too scared for being seasick. So I would avoid the cruise because I'll be going, blah, be sick all over the place. So I would avoid going on a cruise. But anyone gone on the cruise? What I'm asking you, what would be on your bucket list? And have you done any of these? Skydive. Has anyone in Southport gone skydiving?
Cage diving. Cage diving.
Shot cage diving. Have you done it?
No, but I want to.
Wow, that's a quite good one. Swim with sharks. Jaws come and get you. You've been skydiving? Wow, isn't skydiving? That'd be amazing. I would want to do that one.
Deep sea diving and then went skydiving.
What about anyone want to run a marathon? That feels too tiring for me.
Well,
I'm
my
like,
dad has.
oh,
My dad
good
did
luck
love
to
it.
you. If you're walking past, I'm asking you what you would put on your bucket list. But not mine, yours. But there's some suggestions. Watch England win a World Cup. Every World Cup we're just crying, aren't we? We're going, oh, they nearly did it last time. Well, they're rubbish. They hurt us. Other sports though, watched England win the Rugby World Cup. Watched them win the Cricket World Cup. But football, they keep letting me down. If you're walking past, I'm asking you, what's on your bucket list? Have you done any of these? Anyone been married? Yeah. Anyone, is that on your bucket list to get married? See Mr. or Mrs. Right? Or maybe have a family. That tends to be on people's bucket list, isn't it? We are family. No? Maybe buy a house. I'm trying to do this one. I'm trying to do this one. If I get my contract, I'll be stuck. I'm not that far away from that one. What about swim with dolphins? Just keep swimming. Anyone walking past, I'm asking you, what's on your bucket list? Have you done any of these things? And anyone walking past swum with dolphins?
Yeah.
Yes, we got a yes there. Was it good?
Yeah.
Yes. What about see the Northern Lights? That would be spectacular, wouldn't it? The auntie saw them. Or see the Grand Canyon. Anyone seen the Grand Canyon in Southport? I think most people in Southport don't want to see the Grand Canyon, they want to see Las Vegas. But there's loads of things, loads of different things that put on a bucket list. But why? What's the point of a bucket list? The point of a bucket list, isn't it, to say, I have achieved, I have found fulfillment in life. Isn't it? You do all these things to go, wow, look at my life, and try and pursue some form of peace. Now, there's a guy in the Bible, in the Old Testament, who had loads of wisdom, loads of wealth, loads of wives, built things, built the temple. And you know what he concluded? He probably outdid a load of these bucket lists. But this is his conclusion. I saw all these deeds that are done under the sun and see all his vanity and chasing after the wind. He did all these things and he felt emptiness. It wasn't enough. It was like chasing after the wind. You can't quite reach it. So maybe none of these things can solve that problem. And ultimately why? Is because we are born to be in a relationship with God. But our relationship is fractured. And we chase these other things instead that won't satisfy the heart. But also because we're going to meet that God. And because we're warning against him, we're going to head towards a judgment. But actually a Christian has got this, doesn't have to worry about this. Because we've got this truth. For to me, to live is Christ and to die is gain. Can you say that? If you die today, it would be gain. If you had all these things, would that be gain? If you had the best job in the world, if you had the fame, if you had the family, Would it be gain if you died? No, it wouldn't. But for this person says to live is Christ, to die is gain. They have found peace in this life. They found fulfillment. And it cannot be taken away if they die. Why? Because Christ came into this world. He lived the perfect life. And he died on a cross, taking the punishment that we deserve on himself. And he has risen from the dead. He has conquered the grave. So a Christian could come to Jesus and know that their sin is dealt with, that their relationship with God is restored, perfect. We don't have to worry about anything in this life because we have been made right with God. And we can walk through life. Our worries, we can bring it to him because we have our relationship restored. And if we die, Christ has already conquered the grave. He has conquered sin. We can have certainty of heaven. Not because we're good. I'm not good. But I've been forgiven. I've been restored. I have got this certainty because Jesus has died and risen. And this is why we can say, for to me to live is Christ and to die is gain. The ultimate answer to the bucket list. The ultimate peace, the ultimate restoring is that Christ has done that for us. And this is why we come on the street, because we want you to have a chance to find this. Not these other things that are empty. Not these other things that you'll try to find meaning, you'll try. But like Solomon, you're not, it's going to be like chasing after the wind. But don't take our word for it. We're offering you John's Gospel. In this was written that you will find who Jesus is and find life. We offer that for free. Anyone read it, question it, say whether it's true or false. We offer these books, which are people's testimonies, stories of how their life has been changed. What we have found, they have found. Please take one, read it. But don't wait too long. We don't know when we're going to die. Someone I know was in Morocco on Friday. When that earthquake happened, he was there. And he thought it was its time up. His daughter was there. His daughter is 20 odd. You don't know when you're going to die. But do you have an answer to the grave? Christians do. Ben, when he was in Morocco, in the middle of the earthquake, could say, if I die now, I know where I'm going. Do you? Do you have an answer? Do you have an answer to this? This is why we come on the street, because we do have an answer, and we want you to have a chance to find it. Thank you for listening.